Hello, my lovely YouTubers. So I am officially on winter break, thank God. And I realized that I did a college Ask Me Anything video, and I haven't done a response yet. So I thought that right now, while I'm just kind of hanging out, I would respond to the questions I did get, and I'm actually going to take that video down. If you do have any more questions, though, feel free to post them below. So if I look to the side, it's just because I'm reading the questions. And the first question was from an international fan, and they didn't say where they were from, but they were asking if there's anything that you need to get accustomed to in America, when you're first coming over. And other than the having a different kind of outlet for your hair dryer, I think some of the things you get used to are the food and the people and a lot of the traditions and the language. I think the best way, at least the best way I've heard, to learn more about kind of like the U.S. is through TV. I know it sounds really kind of like bad. Sorry, my hair is kind of freaking out today. I know it sounds really kind of bad to be like, go watch TV, but I think that you can pick up a lot of things on American television. Not saying that all Americans are like the people on TV, but I think that is an easy way to kind of pick up the language as well, and not just the language, but not just like the formal language, but to pick up the slang that we use. The Americans use a lot of slang, and I think TV is the best way to get used to that language. It says so is college easier or harder than I thought it would be? I went to a private high school that was really difficult, so I think it was kind of what I expected. I did expect to be overwhelmed, and I think if you go in expecting the worst, then you're pleasantly surprised. I definitely knew it was going to be hard, and it definitely is hard. But you have your days that are hard, and your days that aren't hard. And sometimes you have weeks where you have nothing but work, and you feel like you never leave your room. And then you have weeks where you feel like you have nothing to do. So it's kind of a balance. What is my favorite part of college? I really like living on my own. I really like having my friends in close proximity to me. I can walk to anyone. I like kind of being away from home, but being close enough that I can visit whenever I want. I think that's fantastic. What am I majoring in? I am a PR major. That is public relations, and I love it. I'm a huge fan of public relations, and I have a core or a minor in psychology. How do I pick the classes I take? Well, at my school, because I go to a liberal arts university, we're required to take like a science class, a math class, a history class. So out of those, I can decide we're required to take U.S. history, but I get to pick what kind of math I want to take. We're required to take science and like lit phil. So I don't really have a choice in those, but as far as ones for my major, it's pretty set in stone. A lot of colleges have a certain path, so all you have to do is choose your electives. And electives, there's so many electives at school. There's everything from design and photography to music programs. There's everything you can ever think of. So I just kind of go with what I'm interested in, what I think is fun. And also how I choose classes. Also, I wasn't sure if you meant how do I decide which ones I want to take, or how do I actually physically do it. How you actually physically do it, at least at my university, is you have an advisor and you go to your advisor and they say, all right, well, in order to get your diploma on time, these are the classes you need to take this semester. And then normally there's one class that you can decide you can take a fun class. You can take history of rock and roll or something. And then they sign off, and then you get a time that you go in, you log onto the computer, and you pick all your classes. So, on Tuesday the 18th at 10:30, you can sign up for your classes, and you go online, you choose all the ones you want, and then you sign up, and that's how you do it. How many classes do I have on average per day? Well, we take 5 classes at my university. Sometimes that varies at universities, but I do 5. And some days it's 1 class, and other days it's 4 classes, and that depends on how you make your schedule. And you can kind of work your schedule to work for you. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just have to take that 1 class. But average, it's probably 2 or 3 classes a day, plus work. So, it's manageable. And was it easy to make friends at college? It is really easy to make friends at college. It's super easy. There's people everywhere, and especially when you're a freshman, everyone is looking to make friends. Not a lot of people come with a lot of people they know. Maybe they know one or two people, but everyone is so open to making friends. It's really easy. What's hard is finding, those good, honest people that you click with, that you want to be friends with. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult finding the people that, you really want to be friends with, but, you'll find them. You'll find those right people that you mesh with, and it'll just work. It'll fall into place. Do I think it's possible to date someone that goes to college or lives and works an hour away? I think long-distance relationships are possible, but I think you have to be realistic about them. If you see yourself having a future with that person, then yeah, I think you definitely make it work. If you're a freshman, it's a little difficult because most freshmen aren't allowed to have cars on campus, but I think you're always willing to work, but you have to keep in mind that you need to be realistic, and you need to look at the relationship and see if it's something both parties really want to do, because I think it does get difficult, because on weekends you're going to want to go out and you're going to hang with your friends, and sometimes your significant other is not going to like that. So I think it depends. Dorms versus apartments. I have not lived in an off-campus apartment yet. I'm only a sophomore, so I still live on campus just because everything's there. I might move into an apartment next semester, or not next semester, next year, so I can let you know then. But as far as I know, there's advantages and disadvantages to both. So if I do move off campus, I will let you know. And what is my favorite subject in college? Well, I don't really have subject classes. It's not like English, math, whatever. Most of my classes, right now it kind of is, but most of my classes are PR classes. And the great thing about college is you choose what you want your classes to be. Sorry, there was someone honking outside. It was really obnoxious. The great thing about PR is the great thing about college is you choose what you study. So PR is my favorite subject, and I get to spend 2 or 3 classes a semester studying what I like, which I think is so different from high school, but I love it. So PR, I guess, public relations is my favorite so far. Public relations and psychology, which is great because that's what I chose to do with my life. So yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to take that other video down. If you have any questions, post them below, and if there are enough questions, maybe I'll make a part 2 video. So I hope you enjoyed this. Happy holidays, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye!